My girlfriend, who grew up Chabad,
Mm-hmm.
did I do it too much or did I do it perfectly?
It was. To be honest, I'm going to be honest with you. You nailed it, and it felt anti-Semitic. Both. Somehow, I don't know how you did both, but it was good.
Chabad. So she's bummed that she couldn't be here. Because one of the things she's so fascinated, it's one of 6 different sections in your book, 6, right?
Yeah, there's 6.
Is that your father, later in life, converted to Hasidic Judaism? Is that the joined, hung out?
Yeah, he
up?
hung out. That's how you put it. He did cake farts with the Chassids. They were dry cakes. No, my dad was a beatnik artist, painter, kind of Lower East Side type of. In fact, according to family lore, Marcel Marceau once saw him doing a performance art piece in New York and offered to take him on the road to join the silent circus with him. You know Marcel Marceau? You must, or you're dressed like him.
If you know cake farts, you know Marcel. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What era was like? Is there video footage of Marcel Marceau? Did he do?
Yeah, he was the world's most famous mime, and that's crazy to become famous in an art form literally nobody likes. Like, think about how good he must have been.
You like it?
I've seen something called Mime Box, I think it's called, and they were very good.
Mime box?
Yeah.
Isn't that mime? Aren't they all trapped in a box?
I think maybe it's a play on that. Yeah, the Mime Box. It's like, but what kind of act did your dad have? Do you?
I never saw it. This was all before I was around. It was like, experimental theater, kind of like weird freako art
so
stuff.
Cool.
And our great tragedy is that he rented 2 floors of a brownstone in the Lower East Side and was offered to buy the entire building for $80,000, and he turned it down. And
oh my God.
I could have been a different type of Jew. I could have.
Sure.
But anyway, later in life, when my mom left him, he sought refuge in the traditions of his grandparents and became a kind of born again, I would say, Hasidic Jew.
Now it's very hard for me to imagine joining later in life. I knew one guy years ago. I did the birthright trip back when Israel was cool and fine, and I.
What is there?
The year was 1947, and
Wait, I'm a little confused. Did something shift with Israel?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. The only shift is I started reading after the trip. And
yeah, they discourage reading on the trip.
But I remember, and I want to be blunt about it. There was a guy, our tour guide. His name's Shlomo.
Oh, that's a classic.
A classic. And he apparently, when he went on his birthright, he became Hasidic after that. And it felt like there was a very clear reason. Oh, God, I hope he's not here. I don't know where he lives.
Well, it seems easy to find out. Shlomo? Shlomo, are you... No, you're good, man.
But there was a feeling of,
I am Shlomo!
Really delayed.
He's back here with Cosby.
Comes through the curtain.
But it felt like he was at an age where he was single and maybe awkward and trouble socializing, and it offered to him, in my cynical, not very religiously inclined mind, I said, oh, this offered you a world where you're going to get a wife, you're going to get a kid, you're going to get friends, the bar's going to be, it's just kind of automatic. It plugs you into a world. And so the idea of joining later, after you've had sex, because you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least once.
No, I got a brother.
Two times.
And my mom is a horny freak. So it's going to have to be... That didn't get the pop I expected.
What did you think? Oh, yeah! Fucking horny mom!
My mom was extremely horny and is to this day. I know what kind of vibrator she uses. I mean...
Sure.
I
My
do.
mom...
It's a Hitachi Magic Wand vibrator. Oh, you like that one? That one's good. You like that? You rub yours with the same that my mother rubs. My mother had the Hitachi Magic Wand. I should say is the loudest vibrator available on the market. Both of my parents are deaf. My mother has no relationship to the concept of sound. So my childhood was not scary because of the cemetery down the street.
Now, the Hitachi, is this battery operated or is there okay.
Wall mount.
Wall mount.
I could do the sound for you. I mean, I
Yeah,
know it.
please.
Yeah.
It is, and then like a sort
Was
of.
it like a white noise machine of
Yeah,
sorts?
it was nice. I would sleep really soundly.
You also like you hear the animal noises too, like oh.
Well, my mom's deaf, so it would be a little different, you know? I'd be like, it was more of a whale song. And then my mother used, are you guys not comfortable? This is my childhood! It wasn't comfortable for me either.
Do you ever hold a microphone with the wire and go like, oh, it's kind of like this too?
Yeah.
I go,
Mama! Just fucked a man!
So, my mom's similar. She's
Your mom's
dating
horny
now.
as well?
Very horny. Very, very horny woman. And I just remember she moved to LA like 10 years ago, and there was one time I needed a nail clipper, and I was like, Mom, where's the nail clipper? She said it's in my nightstand drawer. And I walked in her room, and she went, the right one!
Oh,
and it was so the way she screamed, it wasn't a one dildo scream.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like snakes out of a Pringles can. And
By the way, that is a traumatic story, and I'm not trying to diminish your trauma in any way, but I was misty-eyed in jealousy that your mother bothered using a drawer in the first place. My mom had it on top of the drawers, literally, it was like a homage to the Hitachi Magic Wand. Next to it would be a giant bottle of Astroglide lubricant. I know, I can't use Astroglide in my personal sex life because it reminds me of my mother. So my dad was a Hasidic Jew.
so, you never, your mom? Do you know?
No!
Yeah, what's your mom jerk off like?
No!
She's not
My
a
friend knows
Patreon
my
member.
mom.
Oh my God! Do you know? Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's the high school? That'd be funny if she did know. Oh yeah, his mom, she's a freak. We knew about it.
No!
You're listening to The Downside
The Downside.
with Gianmarco Soresi.